IELTS Speaking Part 2 and Part 3. Part 2. Describe the game you enjoyed playing when you were younger. You should say, what is that game? Who you played it with? Where did you play the game? And explain why you enjoyed playing that game.
I loved playing different types of games with sister and friends when I was younger. I used to play board games like chess, snakes and ladder and Ludo. I also had a set of action figures, G.I. Joes, and I loved playing with them with my friends. However, my favorite game during that time was hide and seek. During my childhood, one of my best friend's father was a government servant. They had this huge government bungalow. It was an old British period house. Moreover, they also had a huge lawn with many trees. In short, there was no shortage of hiding places, and that's what made it so fun. It was normally four of us, my friend Jasjit, whose house it was, and our two common friends, Saral and Navneet. Sometimes Jasjit's sister also joined us. The purpose of the game was simple. One person had to find all others in a limited time period. The person whose turn it was to find had to count for 60 seconds with closed eyes before starting. However, the house was very big, so we had to keep some rules. Some parts of the house were forbidden. For example, Jasjit's parents' bedroom. Sometimes we allowed changing hiding locations, and sometimes we didn't. Basically, we just thought of rules according to the situation. If the hiders were getting caught easily, we made it easier for them, and if the finder was finding it difficult, we made it easier for him. We all took turns finding and hiding. I still vividly remember the four of us making fun of each other, finding the weirdest places to hide, like inside the washing machine. A hide and seek gets boring after a certain time, when the person figures out all the hiding locations. However, his house was so big that it seemed like there were millions of hiding spots. I think that's why I enjoyed it so much. Moreover, there was no technology in those days. Only one of us had a computer, so hide and seek was our favorite game those days. We would usually play it at home in the evenings when everyone was free or on a holiday. I loved this game because one had to think of ways to make the best move to stay ahead of others. It was very enjoyable also because one had to move 10 pegs, not just one. And I loved it because we could all together have great fun trying to outdo each other.
Part 3. Follow-up questions. What games do Indian children play now?
Indian children, like children world over, now love playing digital games. Games like Super Mario, Pokemon, Farm Frenzy, etc. are very popular. Amongst outdoor games, children enjoy playing cricket, football, and badminton.
Do boys and girls play different games?
Yes, boys and girls play different games. Girls like to play less exerting games like Coco, hide and seek, etc., whereas boys like rough and tough sports like football, basketball, cricket, etc.
Why do children in kindergarten play games?
Children in kindergarten play games to explore the world around them and to discover their strengths.
Should games only be interesting or only to learn?
The primary goal of games is to provide mental and physical stimulation, so they do need to be interesting. Is winning important in games? No, winning and losing are a part of games. You win some and lose some. They teach one that life is a balance of both victory and defeat. Is it more satisfying to win in a team than as an individual? Winning is always exciting, whether individually or in a team. If I win individually, I feel a sense of great achievement, and if I win in a team, I feel our bonding becomes strong with each other. Why are some people bad losers? People who are very competitive find it difficult to lose. They do not understand that winning is partly their effort and partly due to luck.